This is Solo P1. I hope you can hear me. My sound should be okay. Hopefully there's no echoing. But welcome to the final whistle. Let me just bring this as a bit wrong here. Right. Welcome to the final whistle. Game 31, Fulham versus Liverpool. Fulham versus Liverpool. Let's get this right. Fulham versus Liverpool. Before we start getting into the review, I just want to say a few things. I think Allister is a really good manager. Can't really fault him, really. Oh, well, I can fault him. But I think he's about to win our 20th league title. 20. And after Jurgen Klopp left, most of us was saying that we weren't going to win one for a while, that we was going to dip. I never said that. I was just curious to see who was coming in. And now we know who we came in with Allister. There was a lot of people that criticised him. They said, look, this guy is not a good manager. He's not going to take us to the promised land. He's just a yes man. That's what a lot of people said. I kind of went the other route. I said, let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. See how the season plans out. I'll give into Christmas, and then I'll give you my opinion on the manager of Liverpool FC. I'm not going to listen to no geeky YouTuber who's going to tell me about my club that I've been supporting probably longer than them. I'm going to let you know how it goes. I'm going to give you my opinion at Christmas. But at the beginning, there were signs. There were signs that he was a good manager. Tactically, he was a good manager. He brought the best out in Gravenberch. He brought the best out in Curtis Jones, even though I'm not a big fan of Curtis Jones. He brought the best out in Curtis Jones. He made Gravenberch into a world beater. He made Gatbo a better player as well. He played him in his right position on the left. He didn't really rotate him in the midfield or as a striker. You know, he knew that the left wing was his position. So we left him there and we got an animal. But he does make mistakes. He does make mistakes. And you could either blame him or you could blame the owners, the recruitment system, whatever you fancy. You're always going to get people that are going to blame you for something. But the thing about it, what makes me laugh, and this is for the fan base. What makes me laugh is, I still just don't get. When Liverpool win, you don't hear nothing out of these fans. Nothing. They're quiet. Most of the time, you don't even hear them congratulating Liverpool or Slot on the work. And the work he's done with them. But soon as he loses, or we get a draw, then they all come out. They all come out of their little woodshed where they live. Their little woodshed. They come out of the basements. They come out of the mum's basements. They surface on the internet. They surface in chat rooms. They surface in YouTubes. They surface in whatever you call them. I don't know what you're calling them. Podcast things on X. Spaces. They surface in them. And they turn around and say, I told you so. I told you it wasn't a good manager. And these are Liverpool fans, supposedly Liverpool fans. And they're coming out on the YouTube. And some of them show their faces as well. They come out and say he's not the guy. He's not the guy. He's not the guy. I've said it from the beginning. He's not the guy. They got that agenda. They want to run that an agenda. That he's not the guy. Now, does Slot make mistakes? Yes, he does make mistakes. I'll give an example. When we were about to play PSG in the second game at Anfield and we played Southampton on the Wednesday. Now we played Southampton on the Saturday. We should have rotated it. He played the same team. He kept the same team going. So when we gave, and I think he should have rotated because he was bottom of the table, Southampton. I thought that was a mistake. I think he's made a mistake not playing Chiesa more. He's relied on Salah for the entire season. Now Salah's got no legs left. He's got no engine left. He's got nothing left in him. You can see when he's on the football pitch, he's got nothing left in him. Nothing left. So he should have played Chiesa more. Chiesa has had 33 minutes this season in the Premier League. 33 minutes. 33 minutes of game time in the Premier League. There you go. That's what he's had. I don't know what his problem is with Chiesa. I don't understand what it is. Because every time Chiesa's come on, most of the time he scored a couple of goals this season as well, even though he's had 33 minutes with Liverpool. And I think that's in all competitions, actually, not just the Premier League. In all competitions, he's had 33 minutes of game time and he scored 2 goals. But he still doesn't want to give him a chance. Every time Chiesa comes on, he brings him on in the last 10 minutes. And when he does bring him on in the last 10 minutes, he looks sharp, like he wants to score. Now, if it was the goals, if there was a player in front of goals, and I saw Darwin Núñez and I saw Federico Chiesa, my money's going to be on Chiesa to score 100 because he's still a good player. But he needs to play more. He needs to play more. And it's a shame that he's not playing anymore. And the thing about it, when I watch these Liverpool videos, when you see Welcome to Anfield, when you see him training or you see the training videos, you see Federico Chiesa, he's always got a smile on his face. He's always got a smile on his face. Very positive guy. He's there. He's happy to be there. He loves Liverpool. But he's still going to get the geeks online that say that he's not happy at Liverpool. I don't know where they're getting that from. But what it boils down to, they need to play Chiesa more. Robinson, I think he's coming to the end of his career at Liverpool. I think he could be a squad player, but it is what it is. We're going to talk about that later when I bring on Toto Hammer. And then we got the 2 bozos at the back. Well, not bozo. We've got the 2 centre-backs at the back. Ibra Konate and Virgil, who's been playing very, very suspect in the last couple of games for Liverpool. But we'll talk about that when we bring on Toto Hammer. And let's move on to Gravenberch. Gravenberch, he's got no energy left in him. He's got no energy, no legs, because he has been played to the death. Him, Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah, them 3 has played more games than anybody in the football pitch. Anybody probably in the Premier League. The amount of hours they've clocked up this season. And the reason why is because there's no rotation. Who are you going to bring on? Who are you going to bring on? Because we didn't buy no one in January. We didn't buy no one at the beginning of the season. And I get it. I'm happy. I'm in a good position at the moment. It's not a negative video. This is a positive video. Because we're about to win our 20th league title. But all I'm trying to say is let this be a reminder. So when next season comes, we don't have to play Mo Salah. If he is here, we don't have to play Mo Salah every single game. I just think we need to rotate him with Chiesa. These are my perfect front 3. I would have Chiesa in the 9. I'd have Salah in the right, rotation with Harvey Elliott, and I'd have Diaz on the left, rotation with Gakpo. It's very simple. I would never play Darwin Núñez. I'm not playing Darwin Núñez for nothing. That's just the way I feel. I'm not playing Darwin Núñez at all for this club. And it's not disrespect to him. It's just the way I feel as a fan, as a consumer who spends money on his club, who goes to matches when I can get tickets, who buys football tops, and who's got a Liverpool channel, who's been supporting Liverpool all his life. I think I'm qualified. To give an opinion on my football club. Because when Darwin Núñez leaves, there's going to be someone else coming in. And I'm still going to be supporting Liverpool because I support this club to the death. I love this football club. And I've got to change something at the bottom as well. It's a road to 6K now, not 5K. But I'm going to bring in my coach, who's my partner in crime, Toto Hammer. Big up, Toto.
Yeah, big up, man.
Big up. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, it's going well. It's going well, man. Had a decent morning. Had a match in the morning.
Yeah.
Nice day, actually. Nice day. It was a good match. But in the day we drew. I think we drew 2-2. At the end of the day, we're moving it. It was only a friendly, so we'll move. But look, overall, I've been feeling well, man. Been enjoying the weather, like I said.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye. Of course, watching the football as well. Sort of been doing really watching the football. Of course, United and City drew. Yeah, Formula 1 as well. I watched loads of sport today, man. It's actually the first time I actually got up and actually stayed up to actually watch a race. Like, yeah, I stayed up. Like, I got up early for Australia.
Yeah.
But I fell asleep during the 10 laps towards the end. And that's when all the action happened. So I missed all that. I rewatched it, obviously, but I missed it live.
Yeah. It's all right, cool. It's cool, man.
But yeah, Suzuka, one of the worst Grand Prix, but we'll save that for tomorrow.
You're right, yeah.
But yeah, all good, man.
All right then. Big up to One Nick, man. Big up. Welcome in the chat room again. Big up to you. One Nick here. What's going on? Losing to Fulham. Slut though. Liverpool players are machine. Liverpool players are tired. I think that's what it is. It's one of those games where, I think our players are really, the fatigue is kicking in my opinion. Big up to Fulham though, man. Fulham, they beat us. You know what I mean? They took us to task, man. What can we do? They beat us. But this is what happens when you don't rotate the players, isn't it? I'm not gonna come here and crap on Liverpool. Obviously, I'm gonna give you my opinion on the player ratings, but I'm not gonna come here and crap on Liverpool because at the end of the day, we lost. You know what I mean? We lost 3-1. No, it's 3-2 actually. I'm gonna change that to 3-2. We lost 3-2, and that's just the way it is. We lost. Hats off to them. And again, we failed. But again, that's our second loss of the season. It's our first loss away from home this season as well. First loss away from home, So that's one. So that record's gone. We could have been invincible on the way home. I mean, not on the way home. We could have been invincible away from home. But that's gone because we lost against Fulham. But big up to them, man. They brought the smoke. We weren't having it. Salah was a ghost again. But I think that's down to fatigue. And that's it. We lost. But again, we've got a nice week off now. Time to reflect on ourselves. Liverpool will probably get together, do the training, talk about it, do the debrief, and then they're gonna come again when we play Nottingham Forest. And I want to see 5 goals when we play Nottingham Forest. Not Nottingham Forest, Wolves. I want to see 5 goals when we play Wolves at home. Very simple. Yeah. We've got more games at home as well, so we won the league. And we're just gonna move. We're just gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna come here and rant about it. I'm just gonna give you my opinion on it. But Robbo, I saw Robbo today giving away that ball. What cost the goal as well. Van Dijk never looked good today. Looking tired, Van Dijk. I think it's fatigue. You're looking at Kanate as well. For Kanate, not looking so good. Been a couple of games now that they're making mistakes, and it's unheard of for Virgil to make these mistakes. But again, I just want to hurry up and wrap up this season and finish and win the league. Get me? That's it. That's all I care about is just winning this league because we need to just get it up and wrapped up and finished. Because I think if we would have won today, we only would have needed 3 more games. We would have won the league. It's gonna take an extra game now. So, look, it is what it is. Look, we'll beat. That's just the way it's gonna be. But like I said, when we talked about this, when I done my monologue at the beginning, it's crazy here that the fans that hate Slot, when we win, they don't say nothing. As soon as we lose or draw, they come out the woodwork. They come out of the flipping caravans that where they're living. Yeah. They come out the caravans and they say, I told you. I told you about Slot, didn't I? I told you about Slot. I told you he wasn't a good manager. But when he wins, when he goes on 20-match streak, you don't hear him say nothing because they've got an agenda because they're still attached. I'm not gonna go on that route. But anyway, what was your thoughts on the game overall, Toto? Because I'm just waffling now.
Look, my thoughts on the game. I thought the first half when McAllister scored, we showed a lot of urgency. We showed fight. Then all of a sudden, since Fulham started to score, you can see our players are just out of legs. They're lethargic. They haven't got the fight. They haven't got the dog in them.
No,
I think second half, played a bit better. But still, we should have came away with a win this game. We should have came away with a win or a draw. I would have took the draw. At that point, as soon as Fulham scored again, I was like, I would have taken the draw. And what's going on with Virgil, man? Just wake up. You know what I'm saying? Two mistakes now in a row. 2 mistakes in a row now in 2 games. That's cost us a goal. Of course, he got away with the Everton one. But let's face it should have been a goal. I know we never finished, but it should have been a goal. You know? And this game, what was Virgil doing? I don't know what's going on. Hopefully these 2 games are just a blight.
Yeah.
Hopefully, just one of them. Good game. But Van Dijk is the best defender in the world at the moment.
He's not playing like it.
He can't be playing like this. A mistake is enough, but two in a row. Nah, sorry, can't be having that.
And again, we're getting that thing, We're getting that narrative as well. I mean, the whispers through the internet and the whispers on YouTube that Konate is a bozo again, and these are coming from Liverpool fans. That when the Konate has the game of his life, they won't say nothing. But as soon as he has a couple of bad blips, and nobody's perfect, by the way, because I'm sure Saliba has plenty of bad games. And as soon as that blip comes, they come out and said, I told you it was a bozo. This is what questions me about who's a true Liverpool fan, isn't it? Who the true Liverpool fans are. At the end of the day, he made a mistake. He's been crap the last couple of games. Virgil's been crap. I'm sure Virgil would tell you himself. I'm sure Virgil would say, look, I didn't play good today. I know we got done, right, today. And I'm sure he would say, you know what? I'll take my hat off. We didn't play good today. I didn't even see the interview at the end. I'm probably going to watch it later. And I guarantee Virgil, the man he's, probably come out and say, you know what? We didn't have a good game today. We should have done better. Very simple. You get me? And it takes a man to admit it, Not to sit on the fence and wait for someone to collapse. Wait for someone to have a bad game. Then turn around and say, I told you so. Like they've achieved anything. Sitting in the mum's basement. It is what it is, isn't it? So, Whsitle says Champions League for Villa. We need to draw them win at Villa Park. Yeah, bro. Hope you win, bro. Big up. Mate, Virgil is old and isn't as good as he was. Well done about that, bro. I think he's still got a lot left. He's just tired. Remember, he's played a lot of games this week. I know where you're coming from now, bro. He's played a lot of games this this season. Him and Salah and Gravenberch have played the most. They've hardly had a day off. They've played every single game, basically. They've probably missed one game this season. There's no rotation in our team. That's the problem, Whsitle. That's your problem.
I think Virgil's still good.
Not saying he will retire, but because he won't. No way.
No. If you think about all season, Virgil's been our best centre-back.
Yeah, but how many games has he played? You get me? That's the problem.
Nearly
every game. Him, Gravenberch and Salah. When's the last time you saw Salah get rotated? Never.
You know what? You know what I'd like to see? Gravenberch in, let's say, Leicester, for an example, or Southampton. Say games like that. You should be playing Gravenberch in centre back.
Yeah.
I like when we play Gravenberch centre back because he played absolutely well there, and it would rest Virgil. Have Gravenberch and Konate at the back, or Gravenberch and Endo.
But look, we're only playing one game a week now. We're only playing one game a week. It's not like
before. But still, we should still be resting. More
but he's not going to. That's the thing about. He's never. I know what you're saying, Toto. Look, but he's never gonna rotate Virgil. We know he's not. Look, he's never gonna rotate Salah. Poor Chiesa can't even get a game. Chiesa's had 33 hours. 33 hours of game time. No, 33 minutes of hours. He's had 33 minutes of game time this season, Chiesa. 33 minutes overall. And he scored 2 goals. How about that? How about that one? I think he's had about 3 or 4 GA. And he's only had 33 minutes. That's got to be a record, bro.
Slot all season is done well. It's pretty obvious. His first season, he's gone on to win the league. And if you compare to Arteta, trust the process. Every single season, trust the process. Honestly, comes in first season, he's going on to win the league.
I don't really care about Arsenal,
right? But I'm just saying. What gets me mad about what gets me mad about Slot, is that he's not playing the right players at the right time. Like for these
I think his subs he made today was excellent.
It was. They were excellent subs.
But he should have brought them on a little bit earlier.
Yeah, they should have been earlier. Like Gravenberch, for an example, his legs are gone. His legs are absolutely gone. McAllister, I'll say, but he's not playing this to the best of his ability, in my opinion. Like, we'll have to play Curtis Jones right back. I don't want to see Curtis Jones right back. No, I don't want to.
Look at Whsitle. He says Everton saved us. Everton won us the league. Not really. Joke.
But I don't want to see Curtis Jones right back anymore. I see this game, and you can see it's not his natural position because Salah has to come back and help him. Salah wasn't even coming back and helping him.
Salah wasn't running back today. He's got no legs left.
Before I went come back home, yeah, it was like 20 minutes in the game, and the radio was saying, "Oh yeah, Curtis Jones, yeah, he's calling Salah to track back, yeah, because Salah weren't tracking back. He was being late
because his legs have gone.
So Slut, the most obvious choice. I don't care how good Salah is. If your legs are gone, you're not going to play to the best of your ability.
No
way.
He's overplayed him.
Every game, he's saying
he doesn't trust his players.
Same with Clapp.
Yeah, he doesn't trust his players. There's a lot of players he don't trust. He doesn't trust Harvey Elliott. He brought Harvey Elliott on the end. I think Harvey Elliott should have definitely got more games. He's a young man.
Harvey Elliott's wicked.
He should have definitely got more games. And for some reason, he doesn't want to play Harvey Elliott. I don't think Gomez will ever play for Liverpool ever again. I think he's just there. We're definitely missing the creativity from Trent as well. Because I think with Trent, when Trent's there, when he comes up and he goes in that inverted position, he can throw the ball into Salah and Salah gets it, boom, in. And I think Salah's missing that as well. Even though Salah's got no energy, his energy levels are on low. All right. I think when Trent plays, he plays a lot better because they've got that creativity in the midfield because when he plays the inverted role. But again, it was nice to see. It was nice to see Conor Bradley back today. Showed his face. It's nice to see him back again. Hopefully, he can continue to play now to the end of the season. Touch wood, he doesn't get injured as well. And it's also. Yeah. But I think Liverpool's definitely missing that creativity, from Trent with the crosses and that. Liverpool's definitely missing him there for there. Yeah. But obviously, when next season comes, we can change our style and it. But this season, the way it is now, we're missing Trent for them crosses and the free kicks, whatever. So let's bring up the player ratings.
You know what I don't get? Why are we playing Lambo? That's what I don't get. Like, only play Lambo when you see someone in space. But if you see the height of our players compared to their height and their defenders, why are we trying to play Lambo?
I don't know, bro.
I just don't get it. Salah's getting beaten in the air. When they brought out them two big guys at the end, Traore and Bessie, whatever his name is, yeah? Whatever his flipping name is. Big guys, yeah, and we're still trying to play Lambo.
I know. All right, man. Let's put this up. Go on then. So, let's do the player ratings. So, let's start them. Kelleher.
Kelleher. If you look at the goals,
I don't think he was that good today.
No, I'll say second half. He had a good second half. I thought he was saving well.
Yeah, go on. You give yours. I'll give my opinion.
I'll say 6.
Nah, I'm not giving him a 6.
He had a good.
There we go.
He had a good second.
Big up to Dara Azzy. Welcome to the channel, bro. I think this is your first on the stream. Big up to you, bro. I'm glad you joined us live. He says overplayed, top of the league by 11 points. Salah is off form. That's it. Yeah, that overplayed. I agree, bro. That's what I've just been talking about. Salah's overplayed. Verge's overplayed. Gravenberch is overplayed. Big up, Mr. Benjamin. Big up to you. Big up. Everton gave you a lifeline. They was so surprised how Fulham turned up against you. Yeah, bro. Did you watch that interview with Kanate, where he says, because we're so good and we're top of the league, when people play us, they always turn up the best. You get me? They turn up like it's a final. Did you see Fulham at the end of the game? It was like a cup final for them beating us because we're Liverpool, innit? And we're that good. You get me? So when people turn up for us, you get me? Yeah. Let me just adjust your camera. Don't adjust your camera a bit. Yeah, people just turn up for us, man, because it's Liverpool, that's it. But he's on it. We're 11 points clear, and our players are overplayed. Totally agree.
No, I always had a bad feeling about this game. Going up to Gravenberch.
I know you did. I know you did. You said.
I was thinking, yeah, Fulham might be a tough one.
Yeah. He did say it. So let's go to McKellar. For me, he was fortunate not to give away a penalty when he seemed to bring down Andre Pire in the first half before being beaten 3 times before the break. This is what I'm talking about. He got beaten 3 times before the break. 3 times. I know there were good goals, but he got beaten 3 times within 25 minutes. And for
you got to
me,
blame some on Virgil as well.
yeah, I know. We're gonna get into Virgil in a minute. We're talking about Kelly, but for me, I'm gonna give him a 4. There's no way I can give him a 6. No way. Not for letting 3 goals in. No way.
Yeah, but some of his goal wasn't his fault.
But he could have gave away a penalty as well at the beginning. When he brought down Andre Perez, that was very close to being a penalty. I saw
that wasn't no penalty though.
But it nearly was a penalty. This is what I'm trying to say. There's no way I'm not giving him a 6. No way.
5.
And he let 3 goals in as well. Yeah, man, it is crazy. It is crazy, Benjamin. It's crazy. Toto, if you're on YouTube, you got your phone and you can see the chat.
I can see the chat now.
Oh, big up, big up. Allison, yeah. Allison will be back next week. They're saying that Allison's going to be back next week. Let's not forget that Fulham are good. Yeah, of course, they're trying to get into the top 5. Fulham are. They're fighting for the top 5. I get it. But I think what it is now, I think you're starting to see fatigue in the team, innit? And that's what it is, bro. It's just fatigue kicking in. We're just looking at we're 11 points clear. But Arsenal will drop points again because it's Arsenal. Anyway, Kelleher for me, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. Like I said, he was fortunate not to give away a penalty when he brought down Andre Perez and in the first half before being beaten 3 times in the break before the break. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. What are you giving in total?
I'll go 5. So we go 4.5.
Yeah, we ain't got 4.
I'll just do 4.
I'm going to put him in the waste, man.
Yeah.
2 to 4. So the next one is Curtis Jones. Concussion protocol, yeah. Look at the chat room. The chat room's lively tonight, man.
I don't think Curtis Jones is good enough.
No, did I?
I don't think so. It's not his natural position. I know Salah, can't track back, but at the end of the day, right, you should have done better. Should have done what you worked with. I think as soon as Conor Bradley came on, we looked more solid at the back.
Yeah.
If you think about it, he didn't expect the ball to come his way when Fulham grabbed, when Fulham equalised. He didn't expect it.
No.
So, what can I say? 3. We weren't good enough, Jones. Sorry.
Oh, that was true, that because of the cock I got no arm.
Yeah, he went into midfield positions and made a few passes here and there, but...
There you go, look, 3 for Jones. How much are you giving him?
3.
Yeah, that's what he gave him as well. Darryl Azzi.
For the majority of the I think when he went into central position, he showed promise and he linked good up with Nunes. He almost set up Nunes for a pass. At the end of the day, right, the pass was too hard.
Yeah, he's definitely got a hard touch on him. He done that in the last game as well. Who did we play the last game? Everton. He done that in the Everton game as well. He has got some hard passes on him. He hasn't got that finesse like like Trent. The deft touch like Trent. He hasn't got that. He did I agree. I'm gonna give him a 3 as well. I totally agree with you, Darryl Azzi and Toto. I'm gonna give him a 3. Curtis Jones. It just wasn't good today. No, just wasn't good enough. Let's get Curtis Jones up there. So basically, he's going in the wasteman category as well.
Yeah,
2 to 4. So the next one is Ibra Konate. What you said about Ibra Konate, Toto?
Again, not good enough. Both of us at the backs were not good enough today.
Yeah.
We conceded 3 goals. 3 goals.
Yeah.
That is not good enough. Yeah, I can. You can give a little bit of life to fullbacks. Got done over, and then Konate or Van Dijk to come over. But 3 of the goals are all at fault today. All the back 4 was at fault. When we were building up to McAllister's goal, he made a good goal contribution. If you think about it, he's intervening in McAllister's goal.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is with our possession. Our 2 centre backs look so uncomfortable on the ball today. I don't know what it was. Both of them did.
Yeah.
Konate was struggling on the ball. On the ball ability was horrendous. If you compare it to the last couple games, he's absolutely horrendous on the ball ability.
As he's gave him the 2, bro.
I don't blame him.
What are you giving him? What are you giving Konate?
3.
For me, Konate, part of the defence, is unable to stem the tide. There was a tide coming and I couldn't contain. Their defence was over the place. They didn't look sturdy. They haven't looked sturdy for the past couple of games. Konate making bad mistakes. Yeah, I'm not. All I can give him is, what did you give him, a 3?
3.
Yeah, so he's going in there. I'll give him a 3 as well.
It's not good enough.
Not good enough. Starting to see a pattern here, you know. In the wasteman, we've got 3 players. No one's above wasteman yet, you know, bro. So let's go into Virgil van Dijk. For me, he made an error where he was caught out of position, out muscled by Muniz, out muscled by the Fulham player, made him look silly. And then I think he was trying to call that it was an offside, and it wasn't offside. He knew it was an offside. He just got done, and I'm sure now he'd probably admitted that he got done. And he looked shaky at the back, him and Konate, like I said. So I'm going to give Virgil, he's in the same, I'm going to give him a 3 or 4. So he's in that same waistband category. I'm sorry. It is what it is, isn't it?
He needs to wake up. That's what he needs to do.
I know he needs to do.
He needs to wake up.
And he's the captain as well.
He needs to wake up, man. It's not good enough. 2 games.
Oh, man, you know what they are? There you go. You know what? You know the Liverpool today. This is what they were. There you go. A wet fart.
That's what they need to do. They need to wake up, give the head a wobble, and go to the next club.
Yeah.
Like next game, and get the head straight.
Wake up.
Simple words, but it does work.
Yeah.
Sometimes. You know what I mean?
Darryl, easy. VVD made many errors. 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chat's agreeing with us, bro. We got 7 people watching us, bro.
His diagonal passes were good, but I just think it was the wrong decision. Like, look at the size of their centre backs and full backs, and look at the size of Salah. The best thing you could do is play football and play it on the ground.
I don't know about you, but you know when I watch football, the first thing I always look at, is the back.
Yeah,
because that's where you got to build from the back, innit? And you know when I see defense make stupid mistakes, it winds me up big time. Especially players like Konate and BVD. They're the gold standard. We're coming to the end of the season. I know it's tired, but you've got to lace up your boots and you're gonna go out there and go to war. You can't be that complacent the way there was today, and against Everton as well. That's 2 games, right? Fulham was a tricky game, but we should have won this game. I don't care if it's away from home, we should have won this game, and it is what it is. Look, the 2 defenders, they're in 2 to 4. Let's move on. Andy Robertson, 2 horrible errors, a poor cross, a defensive header, what compounded with Ubu's eventually effort deflected in and off him in Fulham's second goal, because that's what he calls. He calls Fulham's second goal. He's the reason why it went in, was Robbo. He was all over the place, couldn't head the ball away. It was. I don't know what was wrong with Robbo today. Out of all defenders, he was the worst, in my opinion.
Robbo.
I think Robbo was the worst out of all the defenders, in my opinion.
I thought. A
poor cross-fielder pass, and that weak defensive header, which were right when what's his name? Iwobi's eventual effort deflected off him into Fulham's second goal. So no, you know what? I'm gonna give Robbo a 4. I'm gonna give him a 4.
Yeah, he just weren't dodgy defending today.
Yeah.
The trends piling up, dodgy defending.
I'm trying to be generous. He ain't getting a 5, bro. Giving him a 5, Robbo. He said he's trying to be generous. No. You know what I need to do? I'm gonna get that for the voice. For the voice thing. You know when the guy goes, no. I found one, old school, and the guy goes, it's no. I'm gonna have that.
No good enough in attack today, Robbo. No overlapping runs.
Look at Benjamin. Look what Benjamin said. Savage in the chat again. Robbo was giving Christmas gifts many months before Christmas. I need to have I'm gonna have a thinking emoji on here.
But end of the day, right? Robbo just weren't good enough in attack. No good overlapping runs, really. Just weren't enough desire to.
Yeah. What more can you do? Or is there one? See if we got it on here.
Bombo card.
There you go. So let's move on to the next one. He's McAllister.
I thought he did all. Oh, you know what? All game, yeah.
Yeah.
First 10 minutes he looked solid, but the rest of the game he just weren't good enough. I think for the second goal, whatever, when Burge was driving ahead into the box, that was his fault. Why he left space? He left space for Burge driving into the box, and I think lay off Muniz for a goal. I think Muniz I will be one of them. Worked hard, but he scored with a good goal. I'll say 6. By that.
Yeah. I'll give him a 6 as well. Scored a magnificent goal. That opener, what a goal, man! That was like a Gerrard goal. He didn't hit it as hard as Gerrard, but it was a good goal. But after, I think the second half, look. I'm gonna give him a chat. I'm gonna give him a 7 because in the second half, I'm gonna probably give him that as well. Darazi, a 6.5 because in the second half he was scrappy. He was there trying to hold up the ball.
I know what you mean.
He was getting involved. He was proper. He was getting stuck in. You get me? He was like, it turned into Endo. You know, McAllister. The creativity went out the window, but we were just coming in, just trying to take man's out. McAllister, and he's a good player, man. But again, he looks tired as well. He's played a lot of football, but I thought he played all right today. He showed the fight, man. I'm going to give him a 6.5. But Dara, as he said, my first Liverpool game was 97-4. I bet you saw the best of Liverpool then. 70s. Oof. Kevin Keegan was there, didn't it? Kevin Keegan and Toshak and Keegan. They were the strike force back then, the deadly strike force. I'm going to give him a 6.5. What are you saying, Toto?
I'm still sticking with a 6 for me.
So he gets a 6. I'll give him that bad, whatever. So, Ryan Gravenberch. What are you saying? Has that gravy train run out now?
Yeah, it has run out.
He's run out of juice?
Yeah, he has run out of juice.
He's run out of juice, bro. Got nothing left.
Wake
got
up.
nothing left. Nah, there's no waking up, man. The engine's dead. He needs a CPU changing as well. He needs a new CPU, man. He's finished. He's got no energy left in his legs, bro.
He needs triple electrolytes before he goes into the pitch.
Nah, that's still not gonna help. That's still not gonna help him. He needs a whole change. You get me? He needs a service.
You know what? He needs a whole motherboard.
Pause.
He needs a whole motherboard.
Yeah, he needs a whole motherboard. It needs to be reprogrammed. It needs to be updated. No, still on Windows 98, bro.
Need new calling fans. Forget the motherboard.
Yeah, that's it. The calling fans. That's the one. New vents. You know what? He needs a new case.
He needs
to change. He's finished, man. He's got no legs left.
He needs new RAM. Forget the 32 gig. He needs 64.
He's done. He's done out, man. He's done out.
He needs 64 gigs of RAM. Forget the 32.
Nah, that ain't gonna 64 gigs. Nah, man.
Nah,
anyway,
128.
Let's move on. What we talk about computers, man. Anyway, Ryan Gravenberch, one of the few players who he was all right in midfield, right? But again, wasn't able to control the game, in my opinion, in a way he did regularly at the beginning of the campaign. We know why, because he's got no energy left, but he still tried his best. I can't give him no more. I can't give him no more than I can give him a 4.
I think the only thing did he go.
No, you know what? I'm gonna give him a 5.
Look, when he dropped back in defence, I thought he was solid in defence. He was making the right passes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5.
Yeah, and 4. I don't think he was.
Nah, I think he was better than Robbo. I can't be that. You can't be like that, man.
Yeah, true.
He was better than Robbo. Let's just be fair, that one. For me, anyway. For me, I think he was a bit better than Robbo.
Yeah, Robbo was terrible, wasn't
he? Was it? Yeah, this is a roasting session, bro. 3.5 for Grav. Doubt he's not hanging around tonight, is it, Dara? Rather roasting is man. Yeah, man, they're getting roasted, man. They deserve it. They need to shake up.
Bombo card.
Benjamin, big up, bro. Big up, man. Big up. Oh, Benjamin, I'm glad that you come on the channel, man. I ain't seen you in a while, but I'm glad that you're back, man. Enjoying it, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up every time. Remember, guys, smash that like button. We've got 9 people in the house. Smash that like button, bro. Let's move on to Dominic Szoboszlai. Now, Dominic Szoboszlai, yeah. I think Dominic Szoboszlai, he only touched the ball twice in the whole game, you know. I'm sure I read some stats somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure I read some stat that he didn't even create nothing. You get me? He didn't even create nothing. You know, I heard that he touched the ball twice. This is the stats I'm hearing off someone. And if you actually watch the game, or I watched some of the game again, I went back and watched the game again, and they're probably right, you know. Now, Gravenberch, for me, yeah, not Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, I mean, for me, Dominic Szoboszlai, yeah, he's beginning to annoy me. I actually thought he changed the corner, that he turned the corner, that he was starting to be like the Gravenberch, the Dominic Szoboszlai we had at the beginning of last season. But he's still the same. He's getting the ball. And look, today he didn't even get the ball. He was just running. You know, he's just running and not achieving anything. Just running up and down the football pitch, having a good time. Just running, doing that. Just running up and down the pitch, not doing nothing. And he's supposed to be our number 10. Why can't I make McAllister our number 10, bro? I've been saying it for a long time, you know. Why don't they make McAllister the number 10?
Got a shot on him.
Dominic Szoboszlai, for me, he's more of a defensive player. He's more of a defensive midfielder.
He can run forever. He's an athlete, isn't he?
Yeah, he's better as I'd put him in as a defensive midfielder. He's not good as a 10, man. I think McAllister will be better as a 10 because when McAllister plays for Argentina, he plays as a 10. You know, I'm sure he does. He plays as not like the Messi, but he's alongside Messi, isn't he? And he don't really play that position for Argentina, so I just don't understand why they put McAllister as a number 10, and I think he'd thrive better than Dominic Szoboszlai because Dominic Szoboszlai he's a failure. Come on, man, he's failed. He failed. What is he doing, man?
Wake up, man.
Honestly, gonna wake up. He's too scared to pass the ball. The only person he's programmed to pass the ball to one person. Mohamed Salah. He's always passing the ball back when he's supposed to be going forward.
I don't care how good he looks for his nation.
Of course,
do it for Liverpool.
Do it
for Liverpool. I'm sick and tired of this, man. Oh yeah, he does it for his nation. Yeah. But he's not doing it for Liverpool, is he? Yeah, he'd get all the confidence in. Maybe the shirt's too heavy for him.
I do not care if he scores 100 goals for his country. What's that doing for Liverpool?
No.
0. My hero.
Oh, hold on. How about we get him off and put Chiesa there?
Exactly. You know what? We're getting to Chiesa, but he's just disrespected. Daryl said, he says 5 if he's lucky. Said he's 5 if he's lucky. He ain't getting a 5. You know where I'm putting him?
He's unlucky this time.
You know where I'm putting him? You know, guess where I'm putting Dominic Szoboszlai?
Whatless.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm putting him. Where is he?
We should have a sewers category.
I'm going to get one. I'm going to have sewers.
That's when you know you finished.
Dirty. I'm gonna have a dirty, rotten sewers.
That's when you know you finished. You got nowhere to go there.
Yeah, you're done. You've done out. He's in the waterless category.
You can't get lower than sewers.
Nah, you can't get there.
Eternal sewers, maybe.
Rotten, dirty sewers. Rotten, done out sewers, man.
Rotten, man.
Not S, not stinky with an S, with a T. Tink. Anyway, let's go on to the next. What are you saying about Szoboszlai? What's Szoboszlai?
I just said I just think.
Oh, look at this guy.
He's scared on the ball.
Smashing it in the chat room today.
He's scared on the ball. He can't.
He's scared of his own shadow, bro.
He can't release. He can't release. Like he can't release quick enough.
Look at that. I said 0.5. Sorry, he gave him a 0.5.
Not just giving him Whsitle. He's not good enough. It's not offering. He's supposed to be our attacking midfielder, our free roamer. He's supposed to be our free roamer. He's not doing nothing. So yeah.
See, Benjamin says, "Yeah, I'm always wondering why Chiesa isn't used enough. He was amazing. Of course, he was amazing with Juventus. But every time he comes on, he scores and he makes a difference. Even though if it's 10 minutes, he looks a threat. But it is what it is, isn't it? Look, we'll move on to the next one. The next one we're going into the strikers. Mohamed Salah got done out. Looked like the most likely to make something happen at the beginning for the first 10 minutes. But nothing happened.
And about Salah now?
Yeah. Nothing. Didn't make nothing happen. Horrible passes, even in the second half. Half chances, nothing there. And I think they should have took off Salah for Chiesa. By the way, not keep Salah on. He's never going to take Salah off, never. because he believes that when he plays Salah, there might be a chance where the old Salah will come back like at the beginning of the season, and that's why he won't take him off. So for me, I'm going to give Salah, he's a 4.
No, I'll give lower than 4. He was losing all his aerial battles,
All right,
which
put him there then.
I don't know if, which I don't get. Yeah, I do get why he loses aerial battles. So I don't get why we're playing long ball to Salah when he's marked. But yeah, so overall, weren't good enough. Not getting involved in attack, and that's it really. Just not winning his one-on-ones, getting done over in one-on-one every single time by the fullback, every time all game.
Yeah, remember that chance he had at the end?
He had him on
And
toast.
that volley, all he had to do just slot it. Remember?
And it was a baby shot.
I know.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna give him that. We'll put him there then, number 2 if you want. Yeah, number 2. The next one is Thiago Jota for me. Wasn't involved in the game enough for me until we missed that opportunity. Wish he should have buried, by the way. He should have scored that goal, man, to pull one back. In the second half, denied by Bernard Leno when slipped in by Salah. When Salah slipped him in and he missed it, should have got that goal, man. Jota, but yeah, not good enough again. So I'm gonna put him in the 4 category, 2 to 4. Jota. I would have took Jota off, though. I would have kept him, and he took him off, didn't he, for Nunes, didn't he?
Yeah, but the Jota
Why does
wasn't
he
doing
keep
nothing.
doing that? Yeah, but you should keep Jota on.
You know what?
You know, Nunes, can I just tell you something, bro? Listen, bro. Nunes is not going to score. Jota, even though Jota's having a stinker, he might score. Look what he was like against Everton. He wasn't playing the best, but he scored, didn't it? You know, when he's ran that penalty area, he's got a chance.
He should have scored today.
Yeah, but Nunes ain't gonna score.
He should have scored. It was through football by Salah.
I know.
Yeah, and he didn't. He should have scored. And his link-up play was terrible up front. And of course I'll trust Jota more than Nunes in front of goals.
I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give Jota 4, not a 2. So he's going in the 2 to 4 category.
Buttless. We didn't do nothing.
Nah, I think he was. I don't know.
Should have took his chance.
Oh, yeah, but 2's low enough, isn't it?
Yeah, go
Just put him there. Go and put him there. I don't care. Put him on the what list. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Cody Gakpo was also anonymous in the game on the afternoon when Liverpool attack play just did not function. Did not function today again. Nor did Cody Gakpo. What is with Cody Gakpo? Since that injury, it hasn't been the same. He's had a game today, the game against Everton, second half. It needs to shape up Cody Gakpo, man, because we need Cody Gakpo.
He needs to fight for a spot when they're there.
Because when the goals wasn't coming from Salah, they were coming from Gakpo, remember? And then he got that injury. He was off for a month, and now he's come back. He's not the same player. He's not the same player. He needs to get up and sharp up because we need him now. We need him. Because I don't think the goals are going to come from Salah unless it's a penalty. We need Gakpo to step up and Jota to step up. You get me? Can't just rely on Salah. Like he said, Benjamin said Salah has fallen off. Okay, yeah? It's sad because he's been overplayed, bro. He's played nearly every game. Him, Virgil, and Gravenberch has played nearly every single game. And this is why there's a reason why you actually start to see our players fall off a cliff. Just like last season. Look at last season. This time last season, all our players fell off the cliff at the similar time because they're overplayed. Because FSG don't buy enough players. FSG don't give the recruitment enough money to buy more players. You get what I'm trying to say, bro? If we brought more players, then we'd have a better rotation. Look, perfect example. Look at Aston Villa. Look at Aston Villa. Aston Villa, January, they didn't give a crap. They went out and brought players. They brought Rashford, brought a couple more in. They brought the R9 guy in. They brought him in. They brought players in so they can rotate. You know, Aston Villa today, you know when Aston Villa played Nottingham Forest yesterday, you know they rotated 8 players. 8 players they rotated against Nottingham Forest. What did we do when we played? What did we do the same week? Yeah, we had PSG. Who did we, when we played the bottom of the table in the Premier League? Southampton. Who did we rotate? Nobody. We played the full team against Southampton, bottom of the table, when we knew we had to play PSG in a couple of days.
Just don't trust his players.
Yeah, but there's no players to trust. There's no one to rotate with. That's what I'm trying to say. We need a B team. There you go. Benjamin said it. We need a B team.
Play the Not 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds.
Look at Manchester City. Another example, Manchester City. Pep Guardiola didn't play his top players really till January.
I know. It's the thing.
Smart.
This is what I liked about.
This is why they were so strong. This is why they were so strong in the running, because all their best players they used to rest them.
That's when you got to be asked if you sink or swim.
Yeah. And now all our players, because they haven't been rotated, they're all finished. They're done, all of them.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see. Yeah, went to that, saw the team sheet and thought this was a right gamble, but it works. But do you understand when we Southampton one though, bro? When we played Southampton. I think it was on the Saturday.
We played Virgil, Konate,
We played the whole team on Saturday against
Trent. We played McAllister. We played the whole team. Why?
We played the full team on Southampton on the Saturday.
We played
and
Salah.
we knew we had PSG on the Tuesday. And you know what as well? You know PSG, they had 1 week off. You know their main team, they had 1 week off.
We should have knew
clever.
that.
They were clever.
And we knew this, and
yeah,
we'll take advantage of it.
So we're on to Gatball. What are you giving Gatball? I'm giving him a Watless as well. Done. Number 2. So let's move on to the subs. Harvey Elliott. What do you think of Harvey Elliott?
I thought he was good.
Yeah.
He needs to come on, attacking threat. He should be starting over Szobo. I don't give a crap. Someone needs to fight for his space. Elliott has took that space for me. You know, he hit the bar. Oh gosh, you know what I mean? He should have been a goal, man. He should have been in goal. It would have been man of the match for that for me. But look, it was unlucky. But you can see that it was urgency. They want to score, that they want to win. You can see the attacking threat. Elliott's getting 7 for me. It was brilliant.
Yeah, Darryl, as he said, too much talk about fatigue. I've heard it all before. We've lost 2 games against 2 teams that I'll probably go to make a CL perspective. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. But it is fatigue, in my opinion, bro, because at the end of the day, when you got a 30-odd plus Mo Salah on the right wing, where you think about the right wing, you do most of the running through the game. The right wingers do the most running, right? He's 30 plus years of age, right? He's 30 plus years of age, and it hasn't rotated him at all. He's got a Federico Chiesa, a very good player that on the bench here has hardly played any minutes of football. Actually played 33 minutes of football to be exact, and he hasn't brought him on. So that's kind of reckless from the manager, to be fair. Even though I love Arne, it's a bit reckless, but maybe he doesn't trust Chiesa. But and you could see now that Salah has fell off because of it. Now, if Salah was rotated in a couple of games, maybe bring him off if you want to play him against Southampton, playing 15 minutes, then take him off. A couple of games here and there. Over Christmas time, you could have rested him, but we never. Now it's all catching up with him. That's the reason why you're seeing Virgil a lot now. This is why you're seeing Salah, and this is why you're seeing Gravenberch. Gravenberch, Mo Salah, and Virgil van Dijk has played the most minutes for Liverpool this season. There's no rotation. You look at all the great teams over the years, Man City team, the Man United teams, all them big teams over the years, they always rotated. They rotated because you know when it comes to the end of the season, you're ready for the Premier League. With us, we never rotated. And that's just the way I feel. I understand where you're coming from though, Darryl. Big up to you, bro. Respect your opinion, bro. Big up. He said 7, Elliot. What did you give him, 7, yeah? Yeah, I agree with that. He definitely changed the game when he come on. He definitely changed the game. He got really impressed with me. Luis Diaz for me took his goal nicely. He's getting 8 as well. Luis Diaz came and took his goal nicely. It was part of a much better way display. And I think, by the way, Luis Diaz should have come on a little bit earlier. In my opinion, I think he should have come a bit earlier. But I'm going to give him
he's been good.
I think Elliot. I think the bulk. I think Diaz gets an 8. Elliot gets 7.5.
He's been good for recently. You got to give him.
Yeah, he was good. We've got Luis Diaz. Conor Bradley came on, gave Liverpool's far more strength in the right back, down to on the right back, provided an assist for Diaz as well with a nice bit of a play in central area. He did provide the assist, Conor Bradley. It's nice to see Conor Bradley back. I think he's a big asset. That him injured as well, we missed him, especially when Trent was out as well. We had Conor Bradley and he got injured. Van Gaal's back. I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, we look more solid at the back.
And he got the assist.
More overlapping runs, and got the assist as well. 7. We look way more solid. I don't know why we kept him off the starting lineup for.
I know. So the next one is Bradley. Darwin Núñez, for me, was not particularly involved as the visitors pushed for our equaliser. Yeah.
5.
Yeah. I'll bring your chat on, bro. Hold on 1 second. I just got the chat room's a bit warped. Let's bring it down. Sorry, 1 second. Keep talking, bro. I'll do this chat.
Yeah. Well, I started doing that. We've got 5 likes at the moment. 5 people watching. Make sure you smash that like button. And hit the subscribe button, man. We're on 5.23k subscribers. We're getting another 300, I think. So
oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not disagreeing that we should have rotated. Okay. Mo is playing poorly, and I agree with Elliot should play. I just think we have to reactionary about our recent form. Yeah. We're a bit reactionary about our recent form. Look, I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're I'm waffling now. I just think we have been too reactionary about our recent form. Listen, bro, I'm happy because we are winning the league. I'm not in a negative space at all. We're just on here having a laugh. We just want to make the video interesting, and we want to make it fun and entertaining for you guys watching us. This is why we're doing it. I understand where you're coming from, but what I'm saying is, hopefully, right, we just get more players in so we can learn to rotate more. I just hate playing the same team over and over again. That's all. But he has been in poor form, and he started 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. And Elliot should play more, and Chiesa should play more, and I agree with you on that one as well. I understand, bro. Hold on, let's get the thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. I get it, man. I get it. He said Núñez 10.
-10.
Minus. Oh, didn't even see the minus there, and I just saw 10. See, my eyes are going. I didn't even see the minus, and I just saw the 10. -10, you know. So, -10. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Federico Chiesa.
6. I thought he was solid when he come on.
I thought he come on, he looked dangerous.
Picked out the right passes.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have. That equaliser.
He nearly scored. Oh, God, when he come on, yeah. When he came on, I thought, please bang it in, bang it in, bang it in.
Perfect as well.
But the thing about it, you can see, you know, when Federico Chiesa comes on, he's an animal. He wants to score. He's a natural goal scorer. You can see he wants to score, yeah, because he wants to prove himself again and again. Because he's only getting 10 minutes of game. 10 minutes, you know.
He's not even going to get a medal.
Benjamin, man, Wagwan. Benjamin said, look, because you've succeeded in that, man. Our entertaining it means I've been dying listening to this. Yeah, big up, man. We've got to make it interesting, man. Because let's face it, Liverpool today. This was Liverpool today. There you go, wet fart. Chiesa getting a 5. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him not a 6. That's what McAllister got. 5.5. There you go. What are you saying, Chiesa? Toto?
Yeah, 6.
The same as McAllister? Nah, 5.5, man.
No, I'm not about like when he come on.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Let's put him a 6 then.
He got straight in there.
I disagree, so give him a 5.5.
Yeah.
Benjamin, look, laughing at the part. There you go, look. There you go. That's what I think of Darwin Núñez and the way we play today, Liverpool. Arnie Slut for me. He made mistakes. For me, he brought the subs on too late. He should have played Chiesa. I don't know why he doesn't play Chiesa. But I get frustrated. He's got a problem with Chiesa. I'm actually thinking that he probably wasn't his signing, Chiesa. I think that was Edwards' signing. Because if it was Arnie Slut signing, yeah, he would have been playing him more, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
He likes Jota. You can see that.
Yeah.
But why not play Chiesa striker?
Chiesa's cold.
Or bench Salah for once.
I'm giving Arnie Slut a 4.
Yeah, just not good enough. Bench Salah. Pull up your boots and say,
look. He doesn't have to bench Salah because Chiesa can play in a 10. Chiesa can play left wing, right wing, and striker. He can play in 4 positions.
Yeah, but
that's the thing about
I
it.
don't think Salah's not good enough.
So I don't know, you know, when he goes, oh yeah, I can't really put him in front of Mo. Okay, you don't want to put him in front of Mo. Play him on the left then. If you don't want to play him left, play him as a striker. Don't bring Darwin Núñez on. Bring on Chiesa instead of Darwin Núñez. Have Salah on the right. Have Diaz or Gakpo on the left. Yeah, and have Chiesa in the 9. If you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna rotate, I just don't get it. The chat room. Let's bring the chat room. He says, why wasn't Endo brought on? Endo only comes on to see after games. So if we're winning the game, he brings on Endo to defend up, to D up, innit?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Endo should be playing more.
I know. Chiesa, I know that. I love Endo. You remember that video I done? That video when we first done? I'm going to put, can you find it and put it in the chat room? Go on my channel, go on my thing. He's one of the first ones. Yeah, guys, I'm going to get a link now for my first. This is when Endo first come to the club, yeah? When Endo first come to the club, when we signed him, when there was a lot of people that didn't like Endo, yeah? I was one of the first guys to big up Endo. I supported him from the beginning. And I made a YouTube short. It was about 2 years ago now. I made a YouTube short and I put it up there and I'll show you now. Toto's gonna put it in the chat room. There it is. There's the room. We needed to switch to 4-2-3-1 in order to control the midfield. I know.
Don't know why I'm playing 4-3-3.
I know. I don't know why we're playing 4-3 either.
Why? Just why? Just stick to the 4-2-3-1. What worked?
Yeah.
I hate changing things that are just.
That's good to change, but he does change, but sometimes he has changed for the better. But today it wasn't for the better, innit?
I don't know why we're playing long balls when we're gonna get beaten in the air.
I know.
Just play it on the ground.
Yeah, he did play a lot on the ground. He did play in a lot of the ground. Look, sometimes with Liverpool, when I watch Liverpool, yeah, it all seems like they're trying to walk it into the net. You know what I'm saying? Just walk it into the net. There's too much pass. Especially when they get to that final third. Pass there. Curtis Jones, Salah. They're like playing like in a football, like in a playground as well, just kicking the ball to each other like they're in training. The whole point of getting a football, you need to put it in the net, not pass it to other people. Put it in the net. Why don't someone be brave and get the ball and just try and lamp it into the net? You get me? Instead of, oh, I'm Szoboszlai, oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pass to him. I'm gonna pass to Salah. I'm gonna pass to Curtis Jones. Nobody wants to take a shot. Everyone's relying on Salah to do it. You get me? And I don't like that in the team. I don't like it. So that's it, man. That's the end of the review. That is the end of the review, Toto. So it's a Sunday evening. Getting late. I want everybody to make sure they enjoy the rest of their evening. I want to thank everybody who came in today. I want to thank Waniak. I want to thank Dara Azzi. I want to thank Mr. Benjamin. I want to thank everybody. I want everybody to smash them like buttons. And I'm going to see you tomorrow, guys. I'm going to be on tomorrow. We're doing a Formula 1 review. Just finished the Japanese Grand Prix. It was like the Grand Prix was actually like watching paint dry. It was that boring. So, but we're going to be talking and discussing that tomorrow. There's a triple header on the way as well. Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, which I love that Grand Prix. And that's it, man. That's what we've got coming tomorrow. F1. We'll probably be coming about 5, 6 o'clock. The F1 race weekend review. But I want to thank everybody who joined us today. Big up to you. Big up to the man them. Big up to the woman them. See you later, guys. Big up, man. Really thank you very much. See you later, guys. Bye.